Happy Christmas! Happy November. Welcome back to the Manny and Shawn experience. On this episode, we're going to answer your anonymous questions.
Q&A, bitches.
It could get messy in here, so come along and see what kind of trouble we going to get into.
Let's do this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Manny and Shawn experience. My name is Manny.
And I'm Shawn.
So happy to have you with us today. How are y'all doing out there? Did you have a wonderful spooky season ready for the holidays? Do you skip Thanksgiving and go straight to Christmas mode?
I hate when people do that. Thanksgiving is a holiday. It is one that should be celebrated. I know everybody gets worked up over Christmas. I know Mariah has defrosted, but Thanksgiving, there's a parade. You get together with the family. You have dinner. It's still a thing.
And there's no reason you can't be doing it whilst having the Christmas tree and Christmas music. You have been around my family for long enough now that this should not be an argument.
It's not an argument. It is an observation.
We will traditionally put up the tree before Thanksgiving.
And that's fine. Everybody has their own family tradition. Some people don't put up a tree until Christmas Eve, which I think is crazy too. But
that's too much damn work. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. But anyway, we hope all of you are doing well out there. And we hope you had a good spooky season, ready to go into the latter part of the year. 2 months left.
We had fun. I scared a lot of kids this year, which gave me joy. So
we did scare a lot of kids, and I only felt bad about 2 of them. The rest of them, I'm like, you deserved it.
And the parents were encouraging it, so and videotaping.
Like, mom or dad would stay out in like the driveway area with the phone on, and then one of them, I'm like, y'all messy parents, but it was funny. I loved it. That's probably what I would do if I had kids.
Mm. True.
How have you been, sir?
I've been good. I can't complain. Work is work. Work is always going to be work. But it's been, a balance of doing things that I like to do that are fun and creative. So I've been happy about that. And everything else is pretty much going well. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Work is work, as you said. We're required to work to live.
Until we win Plata.
Live and pay bills and insurance. Yeah, let's talk about insurance. No, that's a whole nother episode.
What's your issue?
But yeah, I've been good. I'm happy to be into the holiday season. I haven't listened into holiday music yet. I did do a holiday TikTok, but I haven't listened to any music.
I have been listening to Kelly's Christmas album.
Says the guy that says don't skip Thanksgiving.
I don't know. I've just been in a Kelly Clarkson mood lately.
Wrapped in red.
Anyway.
All right. It's going to get messy. I'm sure it is. I don't know what these questions are going to be about, but let's get into the mixtape.
The last time.
The first one was a doozy.
You're in the mix.
All right, we're in the mix. And if you're new here, the mixtape is our weekly segment where we just talk about whatever we want to. Mm-hmm. And artificial intelligence told me that the mixtape was a great name for this segment. So here we are. So we went out to the social world and we said, ask us your anonymous questions.
Oh, Lord.
Last time we did this, we started off right with the doozy.
We did.
So I'm hoping this time we start out a little calmer.
Let's hope so. Let's go.
And again, I'm not sure. Oh, nope, you can't see it on the YouTube board. They are really anonymous. I haven't looked at them. So,
and the first question is
talking to anyone?
That can go a lot of ways.
Well, Shawn and I talk to each other daily. We need a little more clarification on that question.
Yeah, talking. I mean, the thing that most people would jump to is like, are you talking to someone? Like, are you interested in someone? Are you guys talking? Whatever. I'm going to say no on that.
Nope, not talking to anyone. I mean, I talk to a lot of people, but not to anyone in that particular way.
Right. Answer.
All right. That was. We shall continue. Do you believe people can be happy on a throuple, or is it filling needs of the unhappy person in the relationship? That one's very deep.
Wait, can I see that?
Yes,
Sorry.
you can't.
I just want to
Make sure I read it right. You don't like the way I read, sir?
No, I'm trying to get context for it so I can come up with my answer.
So there's like two questions there, right?
Do you believe people can be happy in a
Throuple. And then the second part is,
or is it filling the needs of the unhappy person in the relationship? Do you want to go first?
I mean, the first part of it is pretty easy. I do think people can be happy in a throuple. If you don't know what a throuple, it's a 3-person relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's 3 men, 3 women, 1 man, 2 women, 1 woman, 2 men. Whatever way you create your equation. So yeah, I do think people can be happy in it. I'm pretty sure it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but I think there can be happiness.
I agree. I believe that you can be happy in any relationship.
Truly. You can be happy in a relationship all by yourself.
Yes, you can. And not only trouples, but like throuple brings in the thought of polyamory, which means having more than one partner. So, I mean, you can have 4 or 5 partners and everybody can be happy. It's just, the work that goes into that to make that person happy. Now, the second part of that question is a little more, it's a little difficult and a little easy at the same time. Because if it's fulfilling the needs of an unhappy person in a relationship, then that is not going to work anyway. Because that person is already unhappy in the relationship. And if you're bringing in a third person to make this person happy, that's not the way that should work.
No, it may create more sense of jealousy.
Right.
Or anger. Resentment.
Right. Because you have to get to the root of the problem of why you're unhappy in that relationship before even bringing somebody else into that relationship. That complicates the whole thing.
Right. And I think that also happens in like open relationships. Like people that are unhappy sometimes, and don't come for me. I'm not saying that you can't be happy in an open relationship because I think you can.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to get at is some people that are unhappy in a 2-person relationship go into an open relationship thinking that
will fulfill their
but
needs.
It doesn't.
And then some people have conversations about being in an open relationship because something is missing, but they talk to their partner about that. And if the partner cannot fulfill that need and the partner is okay with them going outside of the relationship to get that need fulfilled, that's a whole different story.
Right. No, I think open relationships are 100% effective if it's done through communication and each party understands what that means to their relationship,
right? What
that means then into the overall open relationship. But anyways, the question is about trouble. I had done already forgot.
Oh, Lord.
Me and my barber were talking about this the other day. Like we both
trouples?
No, not trouples.
Oh,
we were talking about.
I was about to say what
we think we both have like early onset of like dementia because it's like, we just can't remember shit half the time. The second part of the question was, or is it fulfilling needs of the unhappy person in a relationship? I don't think that's the basis of trouples in general. I think you and I have talked to people in these situations, and Sometimes people have more love to give. So they bring in that third person. Or you're just happy being in a multiple person relationship. That is a fact. Even though our civilization tells us that it's 100% incorrect to be able to love more than one person in a relationship type of form. Like our culture, our civilization tells us it has to be just one person, completely monogamous.
One man, one woman, under God.
And I think there's so many different dynamics to relationships out there. And I think as long as everyone's talking about it, I think it's an okay thing.
Yes, I agree.
This looks like you got something else to say.
No, I said
okay.
my part when I was talking.
So we're gonna.
I
move on to
agree.
the next question then. We hope you answered your question there.
We hope so. I know we added some extra.
Have you ever given a hickey? Huh.
Yes.
Surely, yes, I have. And I've gotten some too, which I did not appreciate at the time. It's like, oops, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
That's why you gotta put them in places like the chest or something.
Right. Some people say it's like childish to give hickeys when you're older, but it's like.
But when you're giving hickey, okay.
Sometimes you might not be intending to give a hickey.
That is the thing.
There might be just a passionate moment that you're engaged in, and it just happens.
Yeah. You don't mean for it to happen. You're not trying to make it happen.
That actually brings up the question, like, who goes in like, bitch, I'm going to give you a motherfucking hickey.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody does that. I think it just happens by it just happens by chance, I think.
Yeah.
So. All right. So we're both guilty of that.
Bum, bum, bum.
Weekend plans. Well, this comes out next Wednesday, but
our plans this weekend.
Our weekend plans include probably going out dinner or lunch, taking down the Halloween stuff.
Taking down the Halloween stuff for sure.
Such a dread.
Editing this podcast.
Stuff. No, we're not putting up the Christmas stuff yet. But surely taking down the Halloween stuff. Definitely getting out of the house. I want to get out of the house. I feel like I've been in the house now for 2 weeks.
We will get out of the house.
I did go to PetSmart. That was exciting to just be outside. It's funny because I go like through these periods of like, I don't want to do anything. And then I'm like, I want to do something.
Yeah, he wants to do
everything and anything. Crazy. But yeah, nothing too crazy, but definitely going out. We may create a content for a project that has been approached to us.
Yes.
But not sure if we're going to do that this weekend or not.
Content. Can I open one?
Oh my God, yes. Press the button.
Yay. Did I press this one?
Yes, that is the next one.
Don't do that. Want to go out this weekend? Oh, that ties right into that last question.
Well, we don't know who you are.
We don't know who you are, so
or which social platform you responded from.
Right. So if you ask this question, because this will come out on Wednesday, so that means next weekend.
We're going to Christmas Town. So if you'd like to go to Christmas Town,
oh, that's true. We are going to Christmas
and have a Busch Gardens annual pass. Sure,
we can go out. Whoever you are, just. You're going to have to let us know who you are, though.
Go get a hot cocoa or something at Christmas Town.
I'm going to open one more.
Please, enjoy.
Who's your best friend?
I got to answer first.
Sure.
So I have a couple of best friends.
Go off.
I don't like to say like I have one singular person as a best friend. Because when you reach friendship level with me, I think you kind of have to fall in a best friend category because I don't like a lot of people.
This is true. You don't.
Okay. So for me, my best friends are going to be from like I'll put them in like categories.
Mm.
My school friends from when I was younger.
Mhm.
I have a friend from elementary school and a friend from middle school who are like best friends. Like, so Amanda is my friend from like elementary school, y'all. Yes, I still have a friend from elementary school. Can y'all believe that? Then you may have seen him in our carnival vlogs, my bro, Christian, which is like a brother to our family. And then I have my first best friend when I moved to Tampa, which is Brittany. And then now I got two other friends that kind of grew between us. So Corey and
Solomon?
yes, Solomon. I didn't know if I could say that on here. But
anyway.
what about you?
Corny answer, but true answer. This is my best friend.
Oh, now I feel like total fucking shit.
I have friends. I don't know that I can put one in the category of best friend.
Ooh, my couple friends. So couples, David and Marlon. Those are my two couple friends. See, I put people in categories. It's terrible. I know. Whatever.
Yeah. My friends are my friends, and I don't necessarily have a bestie. Some of my friends I miss because I have something that I'm working through in therapy is like staying in contact with people more and, you know, actually reaching out to people more because I don't really do that. But he is my best friend. Then we have our mutual friends like Corey and Solomon, David and Marlon. Your friends became my friends, so everyone
Your friend
that
Roberto.
you named, I was getting there.
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
I do have my own friends. Me and Roberto went to school together. I consider him a brother at this point. My friend Ernest, who I don't see as often. I don't know. I have friends, and to any of my friends that are listening, I love y'all. I may not get to see y'all that much, or we don't hang out as much, but you know, you're my friend, and that's where I'm gonna leave the question.
And if you're a friend that listens, the question was best friends. So
Yes.
it's not because I don't like some of my other friends out there. It's just these are people that I've built very strong relationships with over the time. Like David and Marlon with our first like real couple friends out here. You know, being adults, getting to meet other couple friends. And then Corey and Solomon have just been like our kind of ride or dies out here in Tampa.
Well, there's also Joe and Derek.
Oh yes, they're our Fort Lauderdale friends now.
Fort Lauderdale
'Cause they
friends
moved
now.
away.
They moved away. And then our Texas friends, Rob and Serge. So like we have friends.
So I'm just gonna retract everything. I have too many goddamn friends apparently.
Oh, and don't forget about our Instagram friends.
Oh yeah, shout out.
Daniel and my memory is
Anthony?
going. Anthony, yes.
Yeah. Oh, and our new Instagram friends.
Ro and Trey.
Yes. I hope your wedding is beautiful this weekend.
Yes, they're getting married tomorrow.
So all that to say, yes, I don't like people, but apparently I do have more friends than I thought. But this is best friend, so I don't know. It's a tough question because you want to love all your friends. You want to call all your friends best friends.
Right. And I understand that some people have like that one that no matter when
That person's
you call
always
them.
If that's
or
the case, then it's
whatever,
probably my sister.
and they're your ride or die.
It's probably my sister
Yeah.
because my sister will ride or die. She's like, where? When? Let's go. But yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of friends, but the friends that I do have reach that best friend status because that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ashley Sanford and Julia Meyer Thrasher.
Manny's just like, I don't want to leave anybody out because I don't want nobody to be mad at me.
No, it ain't that. It's just, these are all people I really like.
I know you do.
Maybe I have an issue.
I'm just joking.
Best friend. You know what? Stop putting labels on best friends.
How about that?
As I put everybody in a category. See, Ashley and Julia are from work, from when I used to work. Oh my gosh, and my best friend Val from my job.
Forever. Next question.
I love you all. If I forgot your name, send me a text and I'll apologize. Next question. Ooh. Have you ever dated women or were attracted to women?
Dated, I would say when I was younger, I don't know, dating, like pursued a girl, sure. I went to prom with the girl. But like, no. And whether I find women attractive, I can tell a beautiful woman from a not beautiful woman. All women are beautiful. I'll just say, they don't do it for me, but I can definitely be like, Rihanna is fucking banging, or look at Beyonce, or look at this girl walking down her outfit. Ooh, she looks good. Like, I can say that a woman is attractive without having
They didn't say sexually, they just said attractive.
Right. Yeah. Then yes.
I have dated girls, women, sorry. Yeah, so I have dated. Do I find them attractive? Not in that form, sexually. But like Shawn said, definitely, I'll be like, damn, did you see her? She looked good.
Are you gold star or platinum?
I'm not a gold star gay.
Oop.
And if you don't know what that is, you're just going to have to Google it. What about you, sir? Are you a gold star gay?
I'm platinum, bitch.
Oh boy. Our throuple relationship.
What is with the throuple?
Can't speak. Are throuple relationships worth it? Do you think people can have a healthy relationship this way? Kind of similar to the last one.
It is. Well, to the second one. Whatever.
The
You
first
know, we
question,
answer the question.
Sure.
What was the question?
Here, you can look at it.
Are there relationships worth it? Do you think people can have a healthy relationship? Yes and yes. That is my answer.
Agreed. Yes and yes. I think they can be worth it. I do think they can be a healthy relationship. It's all about communication, trust, and setting those boundaries and parameters that are going to govern. That's a bad word. Govern that relationship.
Not good.
Well,
that helps that relationship.
The mechanics, right? Because there's trouples that are open, whereas two people are primary, but they all date somebody, or maybe one person dates somebody else and the other person. So there's a lot of variables there. But as long as everybody's in cahoots with it, whatever brings you joy. Look, this life is too damn short for you to be worried about living in the social norms that everybody in this world tells you need to live in. Like, live your life. It's too short. If you want 5 partners and everybody's okay with that, have 5 partners.
Not mad at you.
Not mad at you. I don't know how you manage that, but barely manage him.
Don't do it.
If you're not on YouTube, his face was crazy. Anyways, biggest red flags in a guy.
Oh, red flag. You catch them in a lie. That is a red flag.
Red flag.
I don't care how big or small that lie is. That is a red flag. If they tell you one thing and do another, that is a red flag to me.
Red flag.
How about you? You can go.
That is a very good question.
But I think what I said can go for a guy or a girl, but
like lying in general.
Yes. Lying is it. And my number one rule is don't lie to me and don't tell me you're going to do something and don't do it. Because those two things aggravate me so much. But
I would say, yeah, not being truthful, lying. I don't trust people to begin with. So that's my issue too, which, I've gone through therapy. We've gotten better at trusting people from the beginning. Like if I meet you for the first off, I may not trust you fully because I'm like, what are your intentions? And I'm sorry, that's the climate we live in sometimes.
Fair.
But I think lying and not to piggyback off of yours is
okay?
is definitely. Yeah, I already told you the conversation I had with my barber. Not to piggyback off of yours, but yeah, like if you're consistently telling somebody what you think they want to hear, but don't deliver with actions, that's a huge red flag. And you need to probably run from that as quick as possible because it's just going to lead you down a road of just high disappointment.
Yes.
Guys, girls, whatever kind of relationship.
Someone, and I know this is a cliche phrase, but it is very popular. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. You can give a person a second, third, fourth chance. That person is still that person. And they're going to continue to show you who they are. So if you don't catch the first red flag, the second or the third one, like, believe who this person is when they show you who they are. Actions will always speak louder than words. People can talk a good game. They can charm you. They can make it seem like they're the best thing in the world. But when they don't show up, when they don't produce, when they don't do the things that they say they are going to do, and you give them another chance to prove yourself wrong, and they do the same thing, red flag, red flag, red flag on the play.
Yep. Like you want to believe people that they can change, but if they're not delivering on the change, then yeah, it's time to go.
You can talk until you blue in the face. You can talk a good game.
That's a good song by Kelly Rowland too. Talk a good game.
And she said, I really want to believe you.
But I got questions in my head like.
But yeah.
Go listen to that song. Next question. How old do you want to be when you get married? Oh.
How old do you want to be when you get married, Manny?
Did you submit this?
No.
Well, I think we've talked about this before. Like, no?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, marriage is not a requirement in the relationship. So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with it. So I don't think it's about age. It's just, I mean, people have got married like 70 years old. So I don't think that's a terrible thing.
I feel like it's whenever it's right for you. As far as we go, we've had discussions about marriage. It's a discussion. And if we decide to one day, we will. If we don't, it is what it is.
And if we do, it will not be a highlight event.
Right.
I ain't got money to be feeding any of y'all. Sorry.
Sorry, best friends.
I'll register somewhere, though. You can send me a gift. That's for sure. But yeah, for me, I mean, how old do you want to be? Okay, it was specific to us. Okay. I was just making sure. Like, I mean, you can get married really at any point, right? You could just go down to the courthouse and call it a day. All right. Do you want to press the next one?
Being gay is a choice, right? Oh, I see we have a troll. Being gay is not a choice.
Welcome to the Manny and Shawn experience. I hope you at least listen through the whole episode.
I hope you do to get to hear the answer to your question. Being gay is not a choice. Just like being black is not a choice. Being trans is not a choice. None of it is a choice. You are born this way. It happens in the animal world, it happens in the human world. It just is what it is. It is not something that you can change. I don't believe that. I know that people have been through conversion therapy and they will sit there and tell you that they are happy with the woman that they're with, and you look at them and you're like, those people don't look happy to me. But I do not believe that it is a choice, and that is my stance on it.
Yes, squared. Not a choice. Not a choice. You have choices in life, like what airlines you'd like to fly, or
Right.
what laundry detergent you would like to use. But no.
And here's the kicker that I always go back to this. Like, if being gay is a choice, is being straight a choice? Did you wake up one day and be like, you know what? I'm going to be straight today. No, you didn't. You just like women, or you like men, or somebody out there likes both. And that person didn't choose that either. That's just the way they are.
Let's stop with the choice thing. Like, you can choose your vanilla ice cream or peanut butter, but your sexuality is really not something that is chosen.
But
Sorry to tell you.
good job trying to get us. That was cute.
Yeah, because like, trust me, I tried dating girls. Did not go well. Why are most I can't even answer that.
Okay, is there another troll? Is this the same person?
The question is, why are most gay people acting like girls?
First of all, false narrative.
You know who has that? You know who the fuck has implemented that into this world? Hollywood. That's who's implemented that into this world. That all gay people are femme. And there is absolutely nothing wrong if you are femme. Get out of their fucking business. That's what I'm going to say on that.
Okay. I'm
You guys? That?
No, I'm good.
Like,
I'm Gucci.
Fuck up at it. What's the hardest thing about podcasting or vlogging? What a pivot.
What a pivot. There's so many things we can name. But I think one of them is, I don't think people realize how much work it is. Mm-hmm. I think people look at content creators as lazy people who, are on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube making videos and not having a real job, or, this is a lot of work. Yeah. From either researching a topic that you want to talk about, a cover, actually setting up equipment, getting equipment, running software, editing audio, editing video. As far as vlogging goes, like getting out of your comfort zone, being able to talk to a camera in public with people staring at you, or people putting or making faces behind you in the camera. Like, there's a lot that goes into content creation.
It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. Like, October was super busy for us with the pod and managing the post-cruise vlogs. Then we decided to do Halloween vlogs. It's a lot. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say I used to be one of those people like, y'all just out on this YouTube doing shit. And now that we're on the other end of that stick,
yeah,
it's a lot.
It is a lot of work. But we enjoy it. It is, if you're super passionate about anything, then you don't mind putting in the work and doing it. And I have loved seeing our our podcast grow from what we started from to where we are today, because it has changed tremendously, and it may go through another change in the future. But I would say the hardest thing is just the amount of work that goes into it.
Yeah. Just know if you're going to go into it, it can be fulfilling and fun if you're passionate. But it isn't just, sit in front of the camera, do it, and it's over.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, we're going to sit here for an hour and then we're going to pop out a podcast. Like, after this, there is work to be done. Like, the audio has to be edited. This video has to be edited to go onto YouTube.
You don't know how many times we've taken a break already or corrected what we're doing. So.
Right. Good question, though.
Very good question after the last two.
That's the thing about being anonymous.
Are you straight? No.
This person was having a field day.
Neither one of us are straight. What's a place you guys would move to if money was not an issue?
Ooh.
For me, I would enjoy living in España.
Okay.
They said if money was no issue.
If money was no issue, I would definitely be living outside of the US as well. Where that is, I'm not sure. I have not been to Spain. We are going next year. But maybe Spain. That would be on the list. Maybe somewhere in the UK.
Yeah. I would definitely want to live outside the US.
But yes, I would want to live outside the US.
A multitude of reasons.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to press button?
I'm going to press the button.
Press the button. Loosen up my buttons, baby.
What are some of your bucket list items in life?
Ooh.
I want to. Oh, sorry. I want to get across the pond, which we are doing next year. So that is something that I can check off my bucket list. I want to go to Australia someday. I've talked about that since I was a child. So I do want that to happen. I don't. You go. I'll think.
I want to travel more. I want to experience more cultures. I would really love to take advantage of these nomad visas where you can go live in a country for a certain amount of time. I just want to immerse myself in a culture that's different of mine and have new perspectives.
Good.
So that's a huge bucket item for me. Yes, traveling to Australia, New Zealand, all those places obviously are on that list.
Yes.
Beyond that, I don't know that I haven't. I'll go see the Christmas tree in New York.
Yes, that is definitely on his bucket list. I don't have. I know some people have like thrill seeking ones on their bucket list, like jumping out of a plane or bungee jumping or something like that. And like I'm a thrill seeker, and I probably would do those things, but it's not something that's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I feel like you and I are kind of saying we just like, yeah, sure, let's do that. We'll just go do it.
Yeah.
I don't really have a list, but I would definitely love to travel more. And definitely would love. It's on my list of like, I would love to go live somewhere else, even if just for a year or two.
Yeah.
Experience that culture. And who knows, maybe then I'll just stay there.
A new experience.
Do you want to press the button again?
Boom. The worst date you've ever been on? I gotta think.
Worst date I've ever been on. I went to a club with somebody, and they kept leaving me. Okay, at the club, and first of all, I was uncomfortable. I had never been to this club before. There's all kinds of people around me. Y'all know I don't like a lot of people. And I later found out that he was selling drugs in the club. And I had driven to said club. And this person had all these drugs on him. So yeah, worst date of my life. Also, I had a drink there. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I got home that night.
Oh Lord, my story is going to be a doozy. So I was dating this person. We went to the club. We were having a good time.
Were you?
We were. This person had some mental issues, and they did take medication for it. I don't know if they were off their meds that day or what happened, but drinking and medication don't go together anyway. So they decided to leave the club because they got upset for some reason, and I don't remember why they got upset. And I was trying to stop them. They got into their car and they took off. But when they did, they also hit 2 other cars as they were leaving the parking lot.
Have you told me the story?
I think I have.
Oh.
I got into the car with them. Stupid on my part.
I mean, I don't know how I got home and my car got home that day. That was a very bad decision.
He drove. He was driving very fast. There was a point in time where he ran a red light and we almost hit a semi-truck. We got to his apartment complex. He ran upstairs. I ran upstairs with him. He locked himself in the bathroom and told me that he was going to overdose on the pills that he had in there. So I called 911 and the police came. The paramedics came as well. They were asking me a bunch of questions like, where were you? Because they looked at the car and they saw the damage on the car. And they were like, what happened? And I was telling them, and they were trying to get him out of the bathroom at the same time. So I told them where we were. They got him out of the bathroom. He had taken the pills. Took him to the hospital where they give you, I don't know if people know this, but they give you coal.
Sure, move on.
Okay, sorry.
We don't need the medical terms.
They give you coal to make you throw up
Right.
the thing. So that's what they gave him. He did wind up getting a ticket. He did have to go to court because there was property damage to other people's cars.
Surprised he didn't get arrested.
Right. The officer asked me, he was like, why did you get in the car with him? And I told him, like, I don't know. I didn't know what to do. Like, this was before Uber and Lyft or whatever. Like, I was like, I didn't have any way to get
In the middle of nowhere.
right
Where you're at the club.
to get back home. My car was at his place. And in the moment, I was just trying to calm him down. And I just was not thinking about it. And he was like, you're very lucky to be alive, because he could have flipped a car. He could have ran into somebody else.
Dumb decisions we make as youngers.
Very dumb decision.
Youngsters. What is your greatest fear in life? Well, we went from like trolley to deep. Greatest fear in life? That's a good question. I don't know that I've thought about that.
My greatest fear is failure. Like, I have this issue, and it's something that I talk about in therapy. But not feeling like I'm not living up to my potential. And I feel like a lot of people feel that way. You reach a certain age and you feel like you should be at a different level that you're at. And I've learned through therapy that, everybody doesn't start in the same place and everybody doesn't finish in the same place. Where you're at in life is where you're supposed to be. And sometimes I feel like I should be. Sometimes I still feel like I should be at a different place than I am, but I am so grateful for where I'm at, the people that are around me, and what I have. So,
greatest fear in life. That's a great question. I don't really fear death. I feel like it comes.
it's coming.
Part of life for all of us. So I would probably say just being a disappointment.
To who?
To family members, parents. But, I've kind of overcome that. I'm in a good place where I feel accepted by family. So I really don't know. I feel like I need to sit down and journal. I haven't journaled in a while. But yeah, to TBD.
TBD.
I hope you continue to listen to us, because I am going to actually sit down and try to reflect on that.
Little lighthearted. Let's go.
Yay!
What is your favorite show or movie right now?
Ooh, what is that?
The Fall of the House of Usher.
That show, y'all. If you ain't watching it, you better get your ass on Netflix right now and start watching it. When Shawn put on the first episode, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? I am here for this.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite right now as well. I haven't started season 2 of Loki. So I don't know what's happening over there. But the Fall of the House of the Usher is good. And if you've seen Black Manor or Midnight Mass.
What?
Huh?
What did you say?
What?
Did you say Black Manor?
Bly Manor.
It sounded like you said Black Manor.
No, I did not. Midnight Mass or House on Hill House.
Hill House.
The same guy. This is another one of his shows. So if you're a fan of those, you will probably like.
He is really good.
Yeah,
these shows are amazing that he's produced, and this one is no different.
No, I like it.
Yeah,
Walt. I am excited to see the Marvels. I think it comes out next weekend. So, say something. Manny's like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Last question.
Yay. Got through them today.
Ooh, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I feel like this is an interview question.
I ask my students this all the time. And I expect them to have an answer.
How old am I? 42. Oh, so I'll be 48. Where do I see? I see myself living in a different city and probably having a different job.
But yeah, current employer, he didn't really mean that. Just in case 5 years come along.
If I am living in a different city, asterisk, I will have a different job. Only because I cannot continue my employment with my current.
Okay. Clarity. Communication.
But yes.
Clarifying.
Living in a different city, different job, new friends, new people, and exploring what that's like. Because I feel like I've lived in Florida for over 20 years at this point, and the climate here just isn't for me anymore. And I don't mean the sun, even though that is part of it too. But just taking in a different environment and being around different people and experience a new culture is what I want to be in 5 years.
5 years, I would also like to be nowhere near the state of Florida. I don't know if Spain is the reach. Maybe it's another state here in the US, but definitely outside of Florida. I too have been here way too long. And when we travel to other cities, we're like, God, I'd love to be immersed in this for some time.
Yeah.
You know, again, it doesn't have to be for the lifetime, but would like to get out, experience seasons. I've never experienced seasons. I'm a boy from the islands. But yes, I desire seasons and pumpkin patches and apple pickings.
So you want to go to New York?
It's not the only place you can pick out.
I know. I'm just joking.
I'd like to see myself potentially in a different position, different opportunity. Ideally, would love to be a lottery winner and have the opportunity to open up that, what is it called? My little boutique hotel and dog rescue. But in the reality of things, at least not here in Florida in 5 years, maybe some growth in my career, happy, healthy, and in a throuple, apparently.
Yeah. Trouble.
So that'll do all of our questions. Thank you, everybody, for sending them in. We got a lot this time. We appreciate that. Even our troll friends, we appreciate that too.
That was cute. You took a shot.
We answered it. You didn't think we would, but we did.
That's fine.
Even if it was short and sweet, wrapped up with a bow on it. Did you want to talk about, what is this, Heidi Klum and her peacock thing real quick?
Sure.
Y'all, I don't know if you follow Heidi Klum and her extravagant Halloween parties. This was her 22nd year. I didn't even know it had been going on for that long. Did you?
I just know that she does really interesting and intricate costumes every year. Yes. Like last year when she did the worm,
Yeah, I remember that. I was
That
like,
was
what the
like-
fuck?
Oh my God. Like the amount of work that is like movie tier costuming.
Yeah, it was amazing what she did. She was the body of the peacock, and then she had a cast of supporters that
Yeah.
were her feathers
Yes.
that branched out.
And then one that was the feet. You
Oh.
didn't see that?
No, let me
Like
look
she
at this
stood,
picture.
like I believe the people that were her supporting cast was from Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, it is somebody she's on.
Yes.
We'll post this in the description. You got to go see this, or you can Google it. I'm sure it'll come up.
It's crazy though.
It's pretty phenomenal.
It is.
We were going to talk about people in costumes today, but we got so many great questions. Well, Demi Lovato was Snow White.
I thought that
That's-
was Katy Perry for a minute, but now I know it's
She actually looks really good in that.
she does.
She gives me Snow White vibes.
They're making a movie.
Bigger titties than you're supposed to show in Snow White, but
Okay.
Paris Hilton as Britney Spears from the video Toxic. That's a big old fail.
Oh, you don't like it?
Fuck is this?
Isn't that Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber and Haley.
Oh, they're the Flintstones.
He's got his shirt off.
He's Bam Bam, I think.
Did Bam Bam not wear a shirt? No, he didn't.
I don't remember.
I don't think
It's
that-
just a lot.
Anyways. Oh, okay, Megan Stallion. The Stallion.
Who is it?
She took on Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, a Halloween party.
Oh my goodness, she killed that. Titties just pressed up in there. Anyways, we'll put this on our description if you want to go look at these people, celebrities.
These people. They
We-
are people.
We didn't think we were gonna get that many questions though, but I like that we did that.
Yeah.
From what we've seen in our analytics, our other question and answer episode did y'all enjoyed it. So we hope you have enjoyed this one. And we're gonna move right up into what's your issue?
Bam, 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 bam.
Alrighty, folks, we are in What's Our Issue? And if you're new here, it's essentially what it sounds like.
It's what's your issue? So my issue this week, Halloween was this past weekend. And, you know, one thing that seems to always pop up, which hadn't really heard a lot about it this year, is white people doing blackface.
No. Are we still doing that?
Ooh, it's 2023 and we are.
Oh,
So,
Lord.
in all of the places in this world where this could happen, it happened in Hickman, Nebraska.
That sounds about right.
It does.
Sorry if you're listening to us from Nebraska.
So at the J Boutique, which is a women's boutique, if you watch Schitt's Creek, think the Blouse Barn, but maybe a little fancier.
Probably not. It's
These are the
Nebraska.
two owners.
It's Nebraska. It's not any better than the Blouse Barn.
So the owner, Jen, and one of her employees posted a picture on their Facebook page asking people to guess what their costume was. Now, I'm going to show you the picture. Now, you tell me who they're supposed to be. Sorry for the silence.
I'm not sure.
He's not sure. So they're supposed to be Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart. The issue here is this is a white woman dressed up as Snoop Dogg with her face painted and her hands painted so she looks like a black man.
And she got braids.
And she got braids. Now, they had a trick-or-treat trail where they invited kids in the community to come.
The story gets crazier.
Someone had to let her know that the costume was not appropriate. And she felt really bad. She put out a statement. She said it was no way intended to be malicious or cruel in any regard, but I completely understand how it could be perceived that way. She said, I was naive ignorant, and unaware, and I completely own that in every way. I want to sincerely apologize to anyone that we hurt or offended, to the city of Hickman, and to my family and friends. Now, she uses the excuse that she didn't know any better. Ma'am, it is 2023.
Anytime you gonna pick up some black paint and put it on your face, that should be your first signal.
She said, I did not know it was a problem. I didn't know it was an issue. You didn't know it was an issue. The lady, and I cannot remember her name, she had her own talk show. She used to be on Fox News. She got in trouble for this, for having somebody in blackface on her show, and her show got canceled because she got an NBC talk show, and they had a Halloween episode, and they had someone in blackface. You can't do that. Like, any reasonable person should know that you shouldn't dress up as another race. You could have simply put on some baggy shorts, got you a handkerchief and some sunglasses, and maybe like a plastic dog. Bam, you're Snoop Dogg.
Or a chain or something.
Right. Congratulations. You don't have to make yourself to look like a black man when you are a white woman. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. But
here we are.
We
It's
did
2023.
We were not able to escape it in 2023 either. So my thing is, white people, just a public announcement, it is not okay to dress up
Not
like a
just
black
white people.
person.
Nobody
Nobody.
that is not originally of that race.
Just, you don't have to do that to be in that character. You just dress up as that person and people will get it. Trust me, they will.
Right. You could have made some paper chain that says Snoop Dogg, and we would have been
Or
good.
for shizzle my nizzle. No, actually.
No, don't say that.
Don't say that.
Nope.
Actually, don't say that.
News anchor got fired for that. News anchor got fired for that. I think it was in Alabama.
That was so funny too, though.
The weatherman was like, the fuck this lady just said?
And she said it was such go.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Before we know it, she'd have a Snoop Dogg tattoo on her shoulder.
For shizzle, my nizzle.
I'm telling you. Julie, what you think about that? Huh, she says.
Well, get this.
She was so excited that she knew something. And the weatherman was a black man. His face was just, he was ready to resign, I think.
I'm going to insert that clip on YouTube if I can find it. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't have an issue this week.
Okay.
So, in that spirit, it brings us to the end of this episode. This is episode 50. Oh my God, it's 55. We've been doing this for 55 times.
For 55 times.
Thank you for joining us once again. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. We hope you like the answers to your questions.
Hopefully you got the answers to my questions.
Why
her? Oh, I want to listen to that album now. Anyway.
So thank you for once again joining us today, either through YouTube or whatever streaming platform you use. We appreciate it, but we also appreciate it if you go on that little review site and you hit us with a 5-star review. We strive for it. We'll take a 4, but nothing lower.
Yes, and let us know what you thought of the episode. Also, you can follow us on social platforms, all of them, using MASXP23. That will get you access to our Instagram, Threads, as well as YouTube.
Yes. So we appreciate if you can go out and do that. If you're just a YouTuber, then please just hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. Not the unlike button. Hit the like button.
That one.
Okay. We'd appreciate that as well. Helps us to continue to grow. We are not making any kind of financial money off of this. We're just doing it for, it's our hobby, I guess.
I guess.
And if you're interested to learn more about our journey into podcasting and vlogging, we were just featured in Voyage Tampa magazine. The article is on our Instagram. Well, it's on all our socials, actually.
Yeah.
You can go check that article out to learn a little bit about our journey and learn a little bit more about us. We'll also just throw it in the description. That way it's easier for you to capture.
Yes.
So that brings us all to it today. We hope you have enjoyed again. We can't say it enough. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. for listening and supporting us. Because, making money off of this would be nice. But, when we see people listening and hitting like buttons and leaving, what's it called? Reviews, that actually gives us more energy.
Yes. And people just telling us offhanded comments like, I enjoy listening to your podcast, or Manny's really funny. Like someone told him yesterday.
Oh my God, Kelsey, you are my new best friend now too.
But yes, thank you so much for joining us. As we say here on the Manny and Shawn experience,
do something good for yourself.
And then do something good for someone else.
All right. We're going to get up out of here. We're going to have some dinner. And we're going to go find us a new throuple partner.
Okay. I'm going to exit now.
Bye, y'all. Catch you on the next one.
Money.